Jones 20 33, 222. He had his second most accurate game of his career using, and this is I don't even know what this is, but completion percentage over expectation. So he was expected to complete much less than what he did. And the tweeter, forget his name, but says might seem strange, but it's likely because he was hit on such a high percentage of his throws. Yeah, I mean, you can't argue. And Romo said this in the broadcast. He's a tough dude. He's gritty. He's taking hits and he's standing in the pocket. He's taking in the chops and he's still willing to dish out the ball. So, you know, I know people are critical of Devonta Freeman. He got 17 carries, 60 yards and a touchdown. He averaged 3.5 yards a carry. And we had mentioned in a previous episode about how he was on the list. There was like that list of backs that far exceeded their expected yards per carry, and Freeman was among the worst. And we're now seeing that, a result of that. Am I like willing to abandon him completely? Like 3 games into his Giants tenure? No. Could he have gotten more yards here and there? It definitely looked like it. But I mean, this is a tremendous step we're still well below average in terms of rushing, but we're not a complete disaster like we were in the first 2-3 weeks. So I'm willing to give him more of a shot. I mean, there are people, because Le'Veon Bell was released by the Jets, and there were like Giants fans actually saying we should take a flyer on him. And it's like, I don't know, dude. I don't think that's the right choice. Bell wants revenge on the Jets anyway, so he ended up going with the Chiefs. But I don't know, the more I think about it, but no, you can't have that headache on your team. Who knows where his head's at. Wayne Gallman had another impressive showing, 5 carries, 24 yards, 4.8 yard average. I think you're going to start to I don't know why they don't give him more touches. For the record, I think I've always liked Wayne Gallman. It's just that he had a fumbling issue. That was it. That was really it. And if we're okay with Daniel Jones fumbling, why not be okay with Wayne Gallman fumbling? Interestingly enough, Daniel Jones, 2 carries, -7 yards. So obviously the Cowboys have seen something, and I think they must have put a spy on Jones, because Jones has been averaging like, half a dozen scrambles for like pretty good chunks of yards every time, 6 or 7 yards a clip. So I think they limited that, so kudos to Mike Nolan for figuring it out. Jason Garrett, take out your notebook, put pen to paper. Slayton, we mentioned he had a hell of a game, 8 catches at 129 on 11 targets. I mean, that is number 1A material. Now, can he do that week to week to week? I don't know. Golden Tate, 4 catches, 42 yards on 5 targets. I mean, it's safe to say that Golden Tate is probably dunzo with the Giants after like this year. Although I had a little brain fart, not a brain fart, but a little light bulb moment where I was like, okay, he missed the first 4 games last year due to PEDs. And then he came around after 4 weeks. We're now in week 5. Maybe he needs like the first quarter of the season to get his shit together. And maybe we'll see a totally different Golden Tate over the remainder of the season. But Justin Pennick from Talking Giants, he said that according to NFL Next Gen Stats, Golden Tate's yards after the catch per reception is 2.6 yards. And that ranks towards the bottom quarter of the NFL right now. His expected yards after the catch is 3.6. So, I mean, the thing that we all kept on, me specifically, kept on harping on and pointing to when we signed this asshole, that's harsh, I apologize, was yards after catch. Yak. Dude can catch it short, take it to the house. He did it last year a few times. He just has not been able to do it this year. Makes me think that maybe the hamstring is not completely healed. So I'm always trying to look at it from all angles, and I'm thinking maybe he's not completely healed. Maybe he's not really 100% like he says he is. And so we just need to give him a little more time. And but there's definitely a wide receiver shakeup going on, which we'll get to in a little bit. Yeah. So Pennick said like the one thing Tate is supposed to be good at, he's been terrible, which is no bueno, bro. Evan Engram, yet again, 2 targets, 1 catch, 16 yards. Holy fucking shit, dude. I mean, this has got to go down in NFL, possibly sports history, as one of the most mind-boggling tenures for a prolific athlete. Maybe prolific isn't the word, but he's an exceptional athlete. We can't argue that. He can't block for shit, but he's fast as hell. The fact that we cannot get him open and cannot get him the ball more than twice in a game, I mean, that has to be on Jason Garrett, right? Yes, maybe partially Jones. You can see that Jones tends to, when he gets in trouble, which he was in a lot of trouble on Sunday, when he does get in trouble and when he does get outside the pocket and he's on the run, he's on the move, he does like to resort to Darius Slayton. I get that, but you got to figure out how to get some quick hitters to Evan Engram on the run, not just this like 5-yard, 10-yard curl hitch action we got going on. What happened to the crossers, my man? The fucking crossers. Give me the crossers. Dan Schneier tweeted, it's really hard to win in the NFL when your offense is designed to get 10 yards every 3 downs to move the chains. Stringing together 10 to 15 play drives that end in touchdowns once you get into restricted red zone is difficult. Seems to me like this is exactly Garrett's design. Yeah, nailed it. I mean, you know, you also see like opposing offenses doing these like 10 plus play drives, but somehow always end up in a touchdown. So it's like we were getting both raw ends of the stick. Does that make any sense? Nope. I mean, I like Adrian Colbert, whatever. He brings the defense up. I think he's proven himself over Julian Love, which, I mean, the fall of Julian Love will be written about for years to come. But Ryan Lewis is not the answer. He got burned twice by Gallup. Big time. James Bradbury, yet again, just like an outstanding job by James Bradbury. He's probably the best corner in the NFL right now. Amari Cooper had 1 catch, I think. But, I mean, you know, Gallup and Lamb went haywire on us. We still need a second corner. So I don't know. Like, at 0-5, I mean, we're going to get into, like, the trade deadline is in a couple weeks. So we're going to get into, like, possible trade options. But, like, I don't know that you really want to trade to get a corner for what? To go, like, 6-10 and then miss the playoffs. And then we're out another couple draft picks. Dalvin Thomason had a pretty good game. A sack and 2 tackles for loss. Jabril Peppers back in action. Good to see him. They were taking him off the field and he was not happy about it, but it's good to see him in the rotation again. Fackrell obviously had the pick and the 1 tackle for loss. Darnay Holmes and Marcus Golden combined for a sack. But I will highlight Leonard Williams. And I get it. You look at the film, you look at the tape. He's getting double teamed a lot. So I understand that's tough, but you would think that someone would be able to step up and take advantage of that. But like 1 assisted tackle in this game, I think he played like 70% of snaps, maybe. 1 assist? Yeah. If he's getting fucking doubled and putting up that stat line, something's wrong. Someone else needs to be like dominating. Like, where's Dexter Lawrence? I mean, Tomlinson had a pretty decent game, but like, where are the other people cleaning up? Gano is like our MVP at this point. He was 4 for 4 with a long of 55. I think he hit. Yeah, Graham Gano is the first Giants player with 3 made field goals of 50 plus yards in a game in the Super Bowl era. What a good. I mean, we give Gettleman a lot of shit. And this signing could have been bad, although I can't imagine it being worse than Chandler Catanzaro, or even Rosas. But talk about coming through in a pinch and really helping us out. Graham Gano for president 2020. Riley Dixon, another fantastic game. Only 2 punts. This is where what is going on with our offense? 2 punts. When our offense really sucked, we were punting the ball fucking at least 6 or 7 times. And Dixon has not had many punts this year. 2 punts. He averaged 52. He had 1 inside the 20 at a long of 55. So he just had that one mental burp. Just could not wait. And I get it. Like, you're excited. You're about to throw a touchdown. I mean, that's definitely going through your head. I have to snap this ball because I have a guaranteed touchdown on my hands right now. I don't like, there's no way I can fuck up this throw. Evan Engram is wide open and he just got a little too antsy in the pantsy. So, goddamn. But it does set the tone, I think, for other teams around the league to respect our authority. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, we showed our hand, and now other teams know that's a possibility, but it also puts them on edge. So I don't mind it. Just would have loved to get the 6 out of it.